Okay, we should be good. Heyo, Chubsters, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode on the channel. For those who don't know me, my name is JChubs, also go by Chubs, and today we are finally back. It has been a minute since I've posted or published any kind of content, obviously. So today's purpose is to just give you guys something to watch while I chit chat. I mean, we're not going to be here very, very long, but we're going to be here long enough so that you guys get some kind of idea of where I've been at for the past 9 months and then what to expect going forward. So I'm just going to start playing. I'm not even going to explain what's going on. If you want to play this game, you can find it on Steam. It's called Islanders. Very simple game, very fun game in my opinion. There's a little bit of strategy involved to it, but the idea is proper placement of your tiles to get points, and I just said I was going to explain the game. Wow, okay. Yep, we're just going to dive into it. So, where have I been for the past 9 months? That is probably the question that's burning in the back of everybody's minds. Mine too. Where have I been for the past 9 freaking months? That is when we were uploading Backpack Hero. That was when we were last doing episodic content. And yeah, it just was like, what happened? Where did it go? So that would have been, let's see, last June, July, something like that, when we were actively playing that game. I still have it, like, could go back to it, but anywho, at the time that started, at the time where we were doing that series, the short of it is my grandpa started to get sick, and that's most likely a precursor to what's to come. Excuse me, 2 precursors. I was still on night shift, and my grandpa started to get sick. So, in order to... Sorry, I'm just trying to put all my thoughts together. In order to do what I could... I was the one who lived closest to my grandpa at the time. Working night shift. Like, I didn't like, start taking care of him or anything like that. But my mom, she would fly in, because she lives out of state, so she would fly in a lot to see him and stay with him for like a couple weeks at a time, take care of him, stuff like that. So I was kind of like, hey mom, like, if you fly in, if you need a place to stay, like, I've got you, I'll take you where you need to go, blah blah blah, all that stuff. So she definitely took advantage of me being here, as much as she could, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But it went from I went from having a lot of free time on my days off to then almost having no free time. It was like, she'd fly in, I'd take her there, I'd take her here, just do what I have to do to help her out as much as possible. And we did that for a couple of months, and I mean, long story short, my grandfather, he ended up passing away in September, October, something like that. So back in like July was when I started telling people at work, like, hey, my grandpa's expected to pass away. And then he bounced back a little bit, and he went a couple more months longer than any of us thought he would. But, life is short. Time is short. So yeah, he did end up passing away, just a little bit later, which, it's a small blessing in disguise, I guess, that he lived longer than was anticipated. But anyway, so there was all of that happening, funeral, things like that, and then on top of all that, I got a new job. I'm still at my same company. I just got myself a new position and a slight promotion. So I've been training. I was training on nights most of last year, but then I transitioned to days this year. So I've been training on day shift for like 3 months, which is where I am now. So I'm training on day shift. I will end up going back to night shift at some point, but so a lot of stuff was going on. For you guys, it would be a lot of stuff going on in the background for me, but it ended up just the channel and everything took like a huge back burner, just because I had significantly less time and energy and motivation to even sit down and record anything. So that's why I've been gone for so long. And you know, I recognize two things. I should have probably led with this, but I do recognize that it's not a good idea, especially in the YouTube sense, to not upload for a long time. You know, I'm excuse me, I'm only shooting myself in the foot here when I do that. But the other thing I have to notice and acknowledge is the fact that every time I check the status of the channel, I have positive numbers. And what that basically means is you guys have kept this channel alive for so long now. Without you guys, this channel would literally be like, I would probably have scrapped the channel by this point and just been done with recording. But you guys keep watching, you guys keep doing the thing, and you know, it's because of you guys at this point. Like I said, I took a 9-month hiatus. I was gone. I can take no credit for the channel doing okay last year. I can take no credit for that. That is all you guys. And you know, I see it, I appreciate you, and now this year I got you. We're gonna be playing crazy amounts of games. I've got a roadmap set up, I've got ideas, I've got a vision, and you know, I want you to know that we're gonna be doing things this year for sure, as far as content, as far as, you know, all the things we're gonna do. I got you. A couple of those things, just to give you a little teaser, a little enchanté there. We're gonna play Silksong. We're gonna play Hollow Knight Silksong finally. I've had you guys voted on that a long time ago. I'm gonna fulfill that promise this year, and I'm also tired of looking at it and not being able to play it. So we're gonna finally sit down and play Hollow Knight Silksong. Second, I have a couple of games in the background on my wish list, I guess, that we will finally sit down and look at. One of them related to, I'll say related to Monster Sanctuary, but that might be a bit of a stretch. So if you know, you know. What else do I want to check out? There were some other new titles that dropped last year that we might have to peek at. But I know that there's some Stardew Valley content that'll probably be coming out at some point. I keep seeing tidbits here and there about more updates. Stardew Valley seems to be getting a lot of love right now. Haunted Chocolatier is still in the works, but we don't have that yet. We got some games to go revisit now that they're out of early access. There's some new games that are in early access that are, you know, possibilities. Like we have a lot of avenues. But for right now, what I've got set in stone for sure is Silksong will happen. For sure, Silksong is happening. And then there's a couple, like I said, a couple other little series that we're gonna do here and there. Streaming's gonna come back, and a better schedule hopefully will come with it. But yeah, I mean, there's so much, and I'm trying to condense it all to make a quick video, and it's just all over the place. But anyway, the important thing is you guys kept the channel alive, and now I'm back to pick up where I left off. And I just want to say thank you for helping me keep the channel going, and sorry it took me so long, but I'm back, I'm energized, I'm motivated, and ironically, this is my second take of recording this, and I'm more pumped up now than I was on the first take. So I guess I got warmed up. But anywho, if you guys have any questions, you know I'm here. Leave a comment, leave a suggestion, leave whatever you want to leave. You know, I'll be sure to check in, answer questions, things like that. to the best of my ability, right? Like, I'll do what I can. And yeah, I'm definitely excited. I don't know how soon, right? I don't know how soon we'll get started on. I don't know how soon we'll get started on episodic content, but we might do a stream tomorrow, depending on how I'm feeling. So, you know, stay tuned. You might see some content. You might not see some content. Some additional content. I just wanted to get myself back out there. I wanted to get my name and face back out there, let you guys see and hear what I've been up to, and at least get some momentum back on the channel before we get too headstrong into it. Get some momentum going, get Silksong going, get these things going, get 2026 started finally. So that's where my brain is at. But anyway, that's pretty much what I've got, where I've been, where I'm at. You know, things are a lot better now. I will say that things are a lot better now for me than they were last year. I'm in a much better position. I am in a much better mindset. I'm in a much better mood. I'm ready to get busy again, for sure. So hopefully you guys are ready for what's to come. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll do the same. Take it easy, guys. I will see you all when I see you. Bye-bye.